Hey, have you ever wondered how certain writers keep churning out hit novel after hit novel while you still struggle creating bland, boring manuscripts that have less flavor than a piece of cardboard? It almost seems that they have some secret resource that they all use and keep all to themselves, right? If you answered yes, you'd be right. And wrong. See, you'd be correct on the fact that they use a secret resource, but wrong that they keep it all to themselves. I'll tell you more about that resource in a moment, but first I want to tell you a story of how I went from zero to hero with my own writing. As a matter of fact, there are 3 supposedly, quote-unquote, expert tips that I avoid all the time to help me live the writer's life that writers and authors absolutely dream about. And I'd like to share those tips with you so you don't make the same mistakes I did. All I ask is that you watch this short video until the end. Deal? Okay, so I remember this one time where I thought my novel was going to be a smashing success. I was at a writer's retreat with some friends just outside of Phoenix. We were all camping out in the desert, working on our novels, hoping to get some inspiration, and that's when the bomb dropped. To make a long story short, basically at the end of the week, we all traded our stories to see what each other had written, and then decided that we would grade each other's writings on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best and 1 being the lowest. Well, when I read my friends' novels, they were absolutely great. Easily, they deserved anywhere from an 8 to a 10. And then it was my turn. Now, you can probably imagine I was all excited, thinking this was the moment. I'm finally moving forward with my writing, and then splat. Like a deflated hot air balloon, I read what my friends had written about my novel writings, and saying that they didn't like it was probably an understatement. As I read through their notes, I was totally shocked at their critical but necessary feedback. Needless to say, this changed my life forever. And while I was hurt initially, it led me on the path to junk all those quote-unquote writing tricks I had learned over the years and finally get the secret to creating great stories that people love and can't live without. If only I'd been a little wiser up front, I might have saved myself the small fortune I spent on all types of writing books and courses. But you probably already understand what I mean, right? So I set out to forge my own path, to study the true great novelists and all of their methods, tactics, and secrets for why they were so successful. And let me tell you, boy, oh boy, did I hit the jackpot. But organizing all of this information with actionable worksheets and great content was the hard part. But I kept at it, and eventually my hard work paid off. And I'd like to share that hard work with you. It's an incredible resource called How to Write a Really Good Novel, and it's a step-by-step guide to dramatic storytelling. Now, don't get me wrong. This wasn't an easy thing to put together, and especially not for someone else to use. Something like this takes months or even years to finally figure out on your own. But you won't have to do that because I've already done all the hard work. Now, before I tell you what's in the How to Write a Really Good Novel system, let me give you those 3 tips I talked about earlier that you should absolutely avoid like the plague. Okay, here they are, but I have to warn you, you'll probably be shocked at what I'm about to reveal. Okay, first up, you know how writing courses and books tell you to be overly descriptive in your writing, right? Don't. Okay, now this isn't forever, just for the moment. See, you want to replace your overly descriptive passages with only the most important details. When you do, this will make your writing more memorable and enjoyable, thus allowing you to pull your audience into compelling plots and narratives without the bland characters to add. This way, you'll be able to establish your voice and style as a writer. And once you do, you'll churn out hit novel after hit novel that creates raving fans that can't wait for your next project. Next is a simple but powerful tip that can get you great feedback from your audience. It goes like this. Take a pen and paper and write down 5 details about your favorite protagonist from your favorite books. Don't do any more than 5 for now, okay? It can be details like deep blue eyes, tall, lanky, slender. Now, using the same method, write down 5 details of the antagonist in your favorite books. And the same as before, list things like shifty eyes, hunched shoulders, slim nose. Now write down 3 details to describe places you've only been once. It can be anything like someone's room in a house, a hotel, a boat. Then list some details like peeling paint, pink wallpaper, brass knobs, etc. Okay, now that you have that list, the next task is super simple. Refuse to use any details other than the specific descriptions you just listed. Use these only in your next novel. If only some details apply to your characters, then use those and toss out the rest. This one tip can help your novel be the difference between flop or fame because you'll guard yourself from using unnecessary details that bore the heck out of your readers and make them want to burn your book. Okay, here's the final tip, and it might sound a little crazy, but it absolutely works. First, you identify the central conflict. Then you outline what will lead to the central conflict, such as problems your characters might need to overcome. And finally, you go back to the beginning and get your characters into this mess in the first place. I know, it seems absurd, but trust me, this works. Now, I've given you some amazing tips, and sure, you could go out and use these on your own to create really good novels. Heck, you could even say that I've handed you the keys to creating your very own character blueprint. But trying to figure out all the right details and how to organize those details have taken many aspiring writers months, if not years, to figure out. But what if you could take the shortcut to writing a really good novel? And what if it didn't take months or years to figure out the formula, but only days? Would you be interested? I'm sure you would. And that's why I like to offer my incredible resource titled How to Write a Really Good Novel. Here's what's included when you sign up today. First, you'll get your very own downloadable PDF guide that outlines the entire How to Write a Really Good Novel system from A to Z. This guide is chock with so much valuable and actionable content that you'll wonder why you didn't get it sooner. It's too much to list in this video, but on page 3, you'll learn how to turn any idea into a full-blown novel. This includes the exact strategy for how to use your ideas to encourage more exciting plot developments. And on page 22 through 23, you'll discover 6 strategies for overcoming writer's block and how to use the correct one for your specific personality type. You'll see plans for all creative types. It doesn't matter whether you're busy, self-critical, or even an advanced, almost published writer. And on page 28, you'll be introduced to the most effective way to approach a publisher with a manuscript. This method works for virtually everyone who applies it. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. You'll also get 4 worksheets that help you organize your ideas into useful tools for writing. You'll get the character map worksheet to help make your characters more believable and exciting, the plot map worksheet to help craft an exciting, interesting story that your reader won't be able to put down, the reader questionnaire worksheet to learn what your readers love and exactly what to fix, and a rewrite questionnaire worksheet to guarantee that you'll know step by step how to make your novel perfect. But that's not all you'll receive. You'll also get 21 high-quality audio downloads so you can absorb this information wherever you are. Listen to them in the car, on a walk, or at the office. It doesn't matter. With these audios, you can put your mind to work at any time to help improve your writing abilities. These are the same tactics and strategies that thousands of aspiring novelists have used to improve their writings and get published. And now you'll get access to these same strategies and tactics. So let me ask you one last question. If you could reach your goals of being published and writing great novels that creates raving fans that absolutely love and devour every novel you put out, and the same audience virtually salivates waiting for your next bestseller, how much would that be worth to you? Or better yet, how much would it be worth to finally live the writer's life that you've always dreamed about? Living on your own schedule, getting paid large sums of money for your books, all while traveling the world. Would you say 10,000, 5,000, even 2,000? Well, this incredible resource won't set you back that much, but it is a true value of $497. However, as a special today, along with the understanding of the pain and frustration you may have experienced trying to write great novels that get published, we're going to drastically reduce that investment. Today, it's not $497 or even half of that. Heck, I could offer it at $197, and when you reach your writing goals with it, I'm sure you'd agree that it will be a steal at that price. But today, the How to Write a Really Good Novel system isn't $4.97 or even $1.97. You can get access to this incredible resource for a small investment of only $9.97. Yup, you heard that correctly. Only $9.97. And no, that's not a joke. It's not a hoax, but it is only available at that price for a limited time. And when you make this small, tiny, even minuscule investment today, I'm going to also add some incredible bonuses that you can see right here on this page. So here's what you need to do next. Scroll down and view the details on this page. Once you've done so, go ahead and use the button on this page to get access to the How to Write a Really Good Novel system while it's still insanely inexpensive. When you do, you'll be taken to our 100% secure order page, where once you put in your details, you can literally access this amazing resource within the next 3 minutes. And if it doesn't perform like I said it would, then I want you to ask for your money back. No questions asked. I think that's fair, right? So now you have nothing to lose. Go ahead and use the button on this page to get access to the How to Write a Really Good Novel system now. And make sure to let me know once you get published, okay? Awesome. Go ahead and get access now, and I'll see you on the other side.